Hello, my name is Enrique Rosario. There are 44.9 million immigrants in the United States. For most, their goal is to live the American dream. Families gather their belongings, leave their native land in hopes of finding better resources. For adults, this is the most logical decision one can make. But what about the social and emotional effects on children? The toll it creates for a young mind to process. The process of change. Hello. I am 14 years old and I attend the St. Lucie County Boys and Girls Club, Ken Pruitt Club location. And I make up part of the 14% of the U.S. population as an immigrant. 6 years ago, my family and I left the Dominican Republic. Again, for an adult, this is the logical choice. But for a child at 8, this was not. Why do I have to leave? What about my school, my friends, my family? What about me? I was mad, leaving everything behind. For what? To move to another country I barely knew? I couldn't process. My parents understood my frustrations, explained to me the advantages we'd receive moving to the United States. A part of me understood, but I wasn't sold. My anxiety rose just thinking about it. And mind you, English is not my first language. The pressure was on. I was an immigrant. There's a misconception that immigrants feed off American resources. I needed to prove that we too strive for greatness. I was able to learn English in a relatively short amount of time and performed well academically. Nevertheless, I still felt different. Sure, I met a few friends here and there, but no one could really relate to how I felt. How could they? Thankfully, however, I found my local Boys and Girls Club, a place filled with diversity, equity, inclusion, people like me. Years of struggling to fit in, struggling for a connection, I felt a sense of belonging. But best of all, I was proud. Proud to tell my story of what it means to be an immigrant. Excited to know that a program like Youth of the Year wants to give an immigrant like me a platform to help others who are struggling. Struggling to live in a society where they're not wanted. Struggling to break barriers that we do belong. I want to bring awareness through the support of my Boys and Girls Club to the millions of immigrant youth without access to resources, who continue to face racial injustice, who struggle to know their worth, who even question to stay alive. I want to point out the millions of organizations out there that will advocate for change with us. So let's show the many youth immigrants like me, living in the United States, that you know we are the youth of tomorrow. Thank you.